So, but anyway, this is the gist of it, okay? All right, we get it. All right, let's talk about some of those key data governance policies in general. We have to think about in the policy, the roles and responsibilities should be defined, the classification process should be of the data should be defined, right? Earlier on, we said confidential, general, and internal. Some organization will not classify it that way. Every organization will classify it the way they seem appropriate for their business. All right. Always remember that. So that's going to shape how they will classify. Then for every one of us, we have to think about implementing data security. And yes, when we talk about security, we're talking about the confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Then we have to think about enforcement of the data quality. Can we all type that word data quality, please, everybody? Data quality. Remember one thing, ladies and gentlemen, we are only as good as the quality of our data. Never forget that. Always remember that we are only as good as the quality of the data. Very important. So some people's careers, they focus on data quality. That's what they do. That's their job, really. Then another thing is managing metadata. For every one of the data, some of us, if you remember, if you use social media, YouTube, any of those, you realize that you put description, you put title, you are doing metadata, you're tagging the backend so that when you're searching, when you're indexing, when the system is crawling, checking information about what you're doing, it can pull those information. So it's just a good practice in terms of data use in general. Then finally, we have to always monitor and audit. So it's not just enough to have all this data, we have to have a monitoring process consistently on the data. That's why when you send a file out in your company, let me tell you a secret real quick. Because the file had already been classified without your knowledge, you'll see them put in your file, they will put confidential, general, internal, and all those stuff. They've tagged it, you are not aware. If you send a file and your system picks it up that this thing has header, footer as internal, it will flag in your DLP automatically because the software has recognized it as a document classified as internal and it will flag it immediately. Most time it will inform your leadership, your manager, and you get a call or an email to talk about it that, hey, why did you get this information? Are you working on a project that needs it? Blah, blah, blah. Then it becomes something really awkward. All right. But those are the kind of strategy around it most of the time.